This is attempt number 3 of this video. We're trying to talk about PlayStation Pro. Fuck PlayStation, that's what I say at the moment, because we've been here for hours trying to do one video.
PC Master Race.
The first time, the H5 turned off, so we had no audio. The second time, the bloody camera stopped recording. Third time lucky.
We shouldn't tell people this because it makes us sound unprofessional.
Just go out and buy a Sony, fuck's sake. Hi guys, it's BamBam. I'm back with Stoney, and today we're going to be talking about Sony's latest announcement, which is the Sony PlayStation Pro. If you haven't heard, the new console comes out in November. So what have you heard about the console?
So what we've heard so far, we've been hiding in the BAM cave here, live from the BAM cave.
Yeah.
So it
seems like I've been here all night.
It does feel like I've moved in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been in the BAM cave, so we haven't seen the announcements, the video.
No, we've seen the feeds come up. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, following it on Twitter, etc. And it's quite exciting whenever they do that. And obviously, the other thing we're not going to talk about now is Apple have had their conference today, and they've announced the iPhone 7 and Apple Watch 2.
That's more gadgets I've got to buy.
That's more stuff that you're going to need to get involved in. But for Sony, so what they've announced is what was originally called Sony PlayStation 4 Neo, which we both agree is a better name.
Yeah, that's changed, haven't they? Changed it to Pro.
It's called the PlayStation 4 Pro or the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Essentially, what it is, it's coming out on the 10th of November. It's priced £349, $399, and 44,000 yen to those of you who are in Tokyo.
Yeah, so if you are from Tokyo and you're watching this video, awesome, shout out, but leave a comment because that'd be great to know you are.
Yeah, and in English if possible, because we don't speak Japanese or understand Japanese characters, but we love your work.
We love your work.
Osaka.
Yeah, we watch a lot of anime.
Peace.
Yeah, so 349 sterling in the UK. November launch date. I
just realised I only know 2 cities in Tokyo, and I work for a hotel company that has lots of hotels all over Tokyo. So for other places, we love you too. Sorry.
No, so big news from Sony is obviously new consoles coming out. Sony Pro, Sony 4K would have been a better console name. I think that's said before.
I heard
Sony
somebody
4K.
one of the games magazines actually said that on Twitter. They said they were hoping it was going to be called the PS4K.
It would look cool. It'd been a marketing dream, but I think the reason they didn't is one of the reasons on the spec list. It's not native 4K. It's actually upscaled, isn't it?
Yeah,
Upscale 4K,
that's right.
Which is still going to look good.
Yeah, I mean, God, it's an
4K.
Upgrade on what you've already got today from a PS4 point of view. It's what the console should have been the day that it launched.
Yeah.
And I think Sony or Microsoft have recently done it with the Xbox. Sony are now doing it with the PlayStation 4. I believe they rushed to get the consoles out to say this is the next gen, and now they're finalising them.
I think, so before, next gen wasn't really next gen. It was just getting stuff out because everyone was talking about next gen. This is the true next gen.
Yeah.
But even saying that, because it's not 4K, it's upscale 4K, why not wait until next year and get it right? Because at some point they're going to need to do it again, I would have thought. Yeah, money.
Well, Microsoft Xbox One S is out now.
Yeah.
The Xbox One S, from what I've seen, the spec, and again, I'm not coming at this from any kind of tech. We said it on the last video. I'm not a techie.
We
I probably am
buy
getting
shiny
this
stuff, but we don't know what's inside it.
I'm not getting any of this right. But my understanding is the Xbox One S is similar spec to what the PlayStation Pro is going to be.
Okay.
So Microsoft have hit that market. They've got their console out in time for Christmas. People are going out and either upgrading or transferring or whatever they're doing. Sony suddenly are going to see a hit, and the PS4 has been ahead of Microsoft's Xbox in all of the charts.
Yeah.
So they're going to lose out. So they've had to do it.
I mean, you're right. I can't see one of the consoles being notably bigger or better than the other one, because it'd be stupid. They must know roughly what each other's got under the hood, because they would need some kind of collaboration with developers, because developers need to know what they're making the games to run on. And if they had PlayStations well over or Xboxes well over the PlayStation, they just wouldn't release it now. There's no way they could.
Absolutely.
It looks stupid.
But they've obviously done it for VR, because VR is coming out in time for the Christmas market as well. PlayStation VR, that's going to be a big seller, because that's the first, to me, that's the first mass market aimed VR console.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the actual.
Because Oculus, we talked about
VR.
Oculus, we talked about Vive.
Vive.
Yeah, we talked about. We've talked about, and I can't remember the name. I keep thinking Hive.
Hive.
That's the thing that controls the heating.
Well, you see that Hive Mind, Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. But we've talked about that on the last video, and we that's not, to me, mass market, those things. Those are kind of a little bit specialist.
Those are just testing the water, getting VR started.
Yeah.
Sony have come out with a mass market product, which isn't going to be the best product. I think Oculus and Rift will still look better. I think the resolution on the PlayStation is not as good.
Yeah.
But it's going to be in a lot more people's homes, which means a lot more devs are making games for it, which means Oculus and Vive will then do another headset.
It's plug and play with a console you already have in your home. You don't need to buy an Oculus and Vive. I've got to get the name right. Oculus and Vive need high-end PCs to run.
They do need very demanding
the most mainstream one that's out there at the moment is the Gear VR, because all you need is a Samsung is a Samsung phone, is it?
Yes, S6, S7.
Oh, an HT, something like that. So all you need is the phone. So that's the most mainstream one. Sony's one is going to go potentially into every home that has a PlayStation 4. So I get it. I get why they're doing this. They want more power to be able to run VR to make it look prettier. But I'm a bit of a cynic, to be honest with you. I think 8 years was the console lifespan of a, in the past generations of consoles, and suddenly we're at 2 years, and now everyone's expected to buy a new console.
I don't think it can ever change, because what I would love to see consoles do is to allow you to be very similar to PCs, has been very modular, so swap things out, but it defeats the object of a console then. If you can sort of take it apart, you might as well buy a PC. Which is what they can't really do. It makes more sense. But
it's the beauty of a console is plug and play, right?
So as part of the announcement today, there's also an announcement which is the launch date really for the Slim. Can you see a place in the market for a PlayStation Slim? I'm not too sure about it. That's the point.
Yeah, we talked about this off camera, and I know you're not sure. You know, what's your opinion on it?
Well, I think that if I own a PlayStation 4 and I want to upgrade, I'll go straight to the PlayStation Pro. I'll skip the Slim altogether. There's no point. If I'm new to consoles, I'm not gonna, and I don't want to buy a Pro. I want to get in there at a cheap price. I'm just going to wait now and pick up a second-hand PlayStation or a cheap first-gen PlayStation. Why would I buy a Slim?
Yeah,
I don't see the reason why I'll do it.
And I kind of get it. I mean, I will say, to me, Sony should have one PlayStation console, and that's what they should have. And having two is a money-making scheme, and I get it. But it's an entry level for those people who aren't necessarily, cash rich, if you want to use that term. They've got kids pulling on their sleeves going, Mom, Dad, I want a console, I want a PlayStation. There is a cheaper model on the market that does the same thing as a PlayStation does. It runs all of the games. It's slightly cheaper because it's not as powerful as the existing. It's probably got, it's a little bit smaller as well. I kind of get it.
But Slims in the past have been a refresh of an existing console. It's very strange to do a refresh now and then 2 months later do a new console. Normally a refresh comes halfway through its life cycle.
I get it, because what you could have done is you could have left the existing PS4 on the shelves and lowered the price.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I haven't seen the spec. It might well be that that's what this is. They just renamed it as the PS4 Slim. I don't know that. But either way, I kind of get it. But I'm very cynical with all these things. It's just a money-making scheme to me. It really, but then they're a business, right? They're in it to make money. It's just, from my side as a consumer, I'm a little bit, if you want, for want of a better phrase, pissed off that 2 years ago I bought an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4 on launch day for both. And now I'm going to, within 2 years, have second-rate equipment. Yeah. But you quite rightly made the statement that PC gamers have that all the time.
Yeah, so welcome to our world, really.
Yeah, but then you can change the parts.
Yeah.
You can upgrade anytime you want. I have to buy a new console. And I'm a PC gamer as well, so I have the same, kind of the best of both worlds. But I'm a little bit pissed off that at the moment I have the latest generation consoles. Next year I won't.
Yeah.
And yet I've spent close on £800 on two consoles that are going to be second rate.
Cool.
So I might look at switching them up. But the biggest disappointment for me of the conference today is that they didn't announce backwards compatibility. Because I think there's so many people.
They've not done that. I thought that was a given. I thought that's going to piss a lot of people off, because I thought you could actually. Yeah, that was a given.
PlayStation kind of did it before, and again, apologies if I get the details wrong on this, but my understanding is they do have backwards compatibility, but only through being able to buy old games in the store.
Okay.
You can't put the discs into the machine and play PS2, PS3 games.
Why have we still got discs? It's like virtual, like download. I know you said earlier on about the hard drive space, but
But
discs are pointless now, really, isn't it?
well, yeah, it is. But I kind of prefer the disc because
Yeah.
you're paying money for something that you've got in your hand, and
Yeah.
it always bothers me that my digital account could get deleted or something and I lose everything. But what kind of annoys me is I've had a PS3, a PS2, and a PS1. I've still got all of the discs from those because you didn't have the options to digitally download.
Yeah.
I've still got all of those discs. They're all sitting in racks in my flat. I can't now go and pick up one of my PS3 games and put it into my main TV without unplugging my PS4 and plugging in my PS3 or even my PS2 or even my PS1. Wouldn't it be great if Sony had turned around and gone, do you know what? All generations of discs will work. It's probably not feasible.
Yeah,
but
there must be limitations, reasons why they don't do it, because
I'm sure.
So loads. Well, guys, that was just a brief update of the announcement from Sony today. Just to recap, the Sony PlayStation is now called the Pro. It's been announced. It's coming out in November. So if you're going to get it, let us know in the comments below. It's $349, $399 if you're in the US.
44,000 yen in
44,000 yen if in
Peace
Europe.
Tokyo.
Peace. So let us know what you think. If you're going to be buying the Pro, are you going to sort of skip this one and see what happens in maybe a year, 2 years time? Will you be going Xbox over Sony? Leave your comments below.